That time again where the conversation resurfaces in regards to payment for professional dart players. Should professional dart players get a salary? Should professional dart players be given a payment for attending Pro Tour events? Now, this is a topic that really does divide opinion, but as somebody who's been on the tour since 2011, for 11 years, I've worked as a commentator on it, I feel like I'm in a good position to add my sort of 2 pence to it right here on Edgar TV. So if you are new around here, do hit that subscribe button as we look to put a 100k subscriber plaque here on the studio wall. But let's get into this. Should players be guaranteed a salary? Now, there's a lot to this, and we're going to unpack it bit by bit. The first thing is I want to just eliminate one of the myths. Now, I've been reading all the comment sections out there in regards to these conversations, and a lot of people are just going, well, get better or win more games or different things. That is the most ridiculous statement to ever answer this question with, because all you do then is you don't change the conversation, you change who's having it. Because there are only so many winner spots. There's 64, 32, 16, etc. as it goes down. So you cannot accommodate said person who is saying, like, let's say the world number 8 is saying, well, I've not got opportunity, I'm struggling because I've got to do my job, etc., etc. And you go, oh, win more games. Okay, he'll win more games, but someone else is going to lose more games. So that person's now going to be in the same position. So win more games doesn't change the scenario, especially if we're looking at the Pro Tour of 128 players. So my personal opinion is players who have been on the tour for a couple of years, you've had your opportunities. You've had your chances to get to that professional status. Top 64, as things stand right now, you're earning about £40,000 a year. And with that in mind as well, £40,000 is going up next year as well. So bear that in mind. I'm not talking about everybody here. Now, in snooker, I believe it's £20,000 a year guaranteed for being a tour member. I'd like to see some of that included in darts, but maybe we're a bit far away from that at the moment. So, if we're a bit far away from that at the moment, what I would like to see introduced is maybe a fee or a winners fund for Q School. So when you get your tour card, you get your winners fund, you get your pot, whether it's £10,000 or whatever it is, which should be able to support you. Now, there's a couple of reasons I suggest this. Number one, there are a lot of managers, agents out there who I wouldn't call managers. I would say they are more sponsors, or dare I use the term gamblers, who will invest an amount of money in you to pay your expenses, your fees and things, so that it takes all that off you, but then they want a percentage of your winnings, and some of these are up to 50%. I've even heard more than 50% of prize money. So again, it kind of boxes you into that corner, but if you're a position you can't really afford it, people are taking these sort of deals. So it'll eliminate that. It'll eliminate the exploitation of players, although it is risk and reward, I get that as well. So it'll eliminate that factor of it. But what it'll also do is it'll allow people an opportunity to be able to commit to and do the tour, because the tour's now midweek, so that means players who just go to Q School, get a card, they need time off work, holiday allowances, won't deal with it. I know what people are going to say to that. Well, you've got pressure, but you've also got to remember a couple of things that come with this. So number one, everybody needs an income. It doesn't matter if you've got a tour card or not. The tour card does not pay your bills. So it gives you an opportunity, but what it doesn't do is pay the bills, and you need to make sure they're covered. Everybody's in that situation. It's easy to sit and judge and go, well, you should do it, but actually you've got to make sure that you've got that income coming in first. So that's the first major point to take a look at here. The next thing is, the second you've got a tour card, because of the wording of things, Professional Darts Corporation and a Professional Darts Tour card, you are deemed, in the eyes of law, to be a professional dart player, whether you earn money or you don't. Whether you lose money doing it, which some people do. I've heard of many cases over the years who are still paying off credit card debt now because of their pursuit of darts. So when we take a look at that side of things, I've done a video on this before. I'll put it in here. The roles and responsibilities of a dart player. There are a lot of things that come with that now because of you having that tour card. Your car insurance is now invalid because you're classed as a professional sportsman. You need professional sportsman's car insurance. You're now classed as a self-employed businessman, which means you now need to register with HMRC, you need to get yourself an accountant, you've got to do your bookkeeping. There's lots of other things that come with this, not just turning up and playing darts, which now means more cost, more expensive. They're just a couple of examples of things that are now going to be sort of added to it. So now we're into a deficit already. So this is why I think it's more important for those players. Players that have been on the tour for a couple of years, they should already have all this stuff in place, so I don't think it's as important for them. So I'm actually sitting kind of between the middle on this. Yes, I think there should be some form of guarantee, but if you're in the top 64, no, you don't need a guarantee. Certainly if you're in the top 32 and beyond that, you don't need that guarantee. Now, if we're looking below that to the top 64, what is it here? Why do I believe that certainly new tour card holders should get that? Because of restrictions to the trade. So the second you get a PDC tour card, you sign a contract that's about 200 pages long. In that, there are a lot of restrictions. You cannot be on a exhibition with so many tour card holders now, and I think it goes into the top 64, it reduces. So your access to exhibitions is cut short. In that contract, also, you can't do an exhibition within so many miles radius of a PDC venue. So if the World Match Play's on in Blackpool, as a tour card holder, you can't be doing anything for like a month. I don't know the exact, just don't quote me on a month, but you can't do anything within a 30-mile radius of Blackpool for a month. So it restricts that access as well. You can't play in any TV or streamed events, so you're not going to be able to do things like Super Series, you're not going to play WDF events, you're not going to be able to play in any of these. So all you've then got access to is those. Now, these are great events, they're high paying, you don't have to pay entry fees, there's so many great things to it, but you see that you're starting to lose quite a bit of things as well. Image rights, so you can't appear on other TV programs without permission and things like that. I know of a player that actually was going to go Naked Attraction, and that got blocked, probably thankfully as well, that didn't go through. So I think that's a fair trade-off. New tour card holders, 10 grand on the first year. I think that would be a good step forward to solving this problem. I think on your second year, that's on you. You should have won enough in year one to invest back into year two. And certainly if you're on a third or a fourth year and you're in that top 64, no need for that guarantee. Let me know what you think. I will be down in the comments debating this with you guys. If you put something in there, just, we don't all have to agree on everything the same way, but I'd like to know some feedback. I'd like to get some feelings on this, so everyone get down the comment section and give some opinions on that. I've been reading a lot of them already. Some of them I kind of wanted to reply to, but I thought I'll wait till we come on here and we'll do it right here on Edgar TV. Let's have a debate down in the comments, guys. On your way down there, please do hit the like. That is the thumbs up button, and I'll catch you all soon for some more Edgar TV.